Well, hi there. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I'm rushing about all over the place. How you doing this lovely Sunday evening? I hope you are all well out there. And well, we're here, and hopefully we're going to do what we can to perhaps enlighten you or let you know there's another world, perhaps. Let's see what can come in. Unfortunately, nobody came back to take the breakdown truck, but you never know. It may be tonight as well. So things are heating up there on the wall already, and we're talking about, it's quite a horrendous car crash actually, and I was taken over in this car crash. A male, there was somebody else in the car with me, but I think they survived. This male wants to be known tonight. Hi there, everybody. How are you doing again? I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. I hope you're all well. And of course, we have the wonderful John with us here again tonight. Thank you very much for being here, John.
Good evening.
Good evening to you, Jeanette. How are you, Anne? Oh, lovely to see you. Hello, Peter. Margaret Connor. Lee Bennett. Hi, Frank. Okay, this car crash area, could anybody take this so far, please? There was a male I passed over because of this car crash. There was somebody else in my car with me. No? Would you like to come through, please, if you're there? Thank you. Yeah. And do you know something? That was in a town centre it happened. It wasn't in a road in the country or anything like that. It was in a town centre, and there was a kind of real crash there for some reason. But complications, that's it. Complications because of this. This person passed over. If you could take this, would you come through, please? Thank you. Hi, Libby, how are you? Lorraine, how are you? Elizabeth? Hi, Elizabeth Fleming. Nice to see you. Jeannie, hi there, how are you? I can't say that name. Bolsara. Jeannie Bolsara. I think that's your name. Is it? I think it is. How are you? Elaine Gillespie, Joyce Bruce, it's nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Linda McKechnie, good evening to you, Linda. How are things in your hometown? That place I used to live. How are you? Angie Wales, hello. Peter Gallagher, good evening. Frankie John, evening. Pete, thank you very much for coming in. Eleanor Lauder, hi there, how are you? And Lewis Dawn has joined. How are you, Bobo? I hope you're well. Sarah Bannon Roberts, hi. Margaret Cooper, any news for me tonight? Well, do you know something, Margaret Cooper? I was wondering if you had done that move, because there's a move and a change round about you. Okay. And also, can I ask you, have you been unwell? Have you been under the weather recently, Margaret? Personally, I just think I'm one of the men. I feel much better than I've been. That's the feeling that I'm getting. But definitely news of a move around you in some way. Will you let me know if that you've got plans for that? Because it's on and it's off and it's in and it's out. It's that kind of feeling, you know. It might happen. I may do it. I may not do it. My news for you is I think that whatever it is you're thinking may not or may happen. Darling, I think it's going to. So get ready for the move, Margaret. There is a very big move for you. And it's Margaret Connor we're talking to. My classes tonight. I don't know about you. Is it the weather? But maybe I'm just getting older. One word out of you. Anyway, I can see it's Margaret Connor. So get ready for moves, Margaret, because they're coming up. And I'm glad you're starting to feel a bit better. Will you let John know if I'm on the right track, please? I'd be grateful. How are you, Sarah? It's nice for you to come in. Linda Lycan, how are you? Well, there you go. Frank, delighted to be listening, and I've missed the last few shows. This is from Gemma Byers. Last few shows due to commitments. I'm pleased to commit. I'm commitment free tonight. I'd lovely to hear from anything from me. Well, Gemma, let's find out, shall we? Because I'm so glad you came back. It's nice to see you again. And all those commitments, that heavy time that you've been going through. Okay. So let me see. Football, crazy. Football. Why am I singing that? Who's connected very much to football? Crazy football, mad. So good on that song. Do you remember that song from years ago, John?
Yeah.
Well, that's suddenly getting played out here. Some really good news for you. There's something to happen very much to your home, and I think you're doing something with your home or to it. And it's going to take a lot of time for this to be finished and dealt with. I think you're either planning doing it now or it's in the middle of it, but I think if you're planning it, it doesn't come up until October, things like that. But whoever it is, the football thing, you know, will you tell them please that they're in for a really good time? Whatever that means, that's what I've just been told. All right, hi to Lucy, how are you doing? Lucy's coming to say hello. James Graham, hi Frank, how's Helensburgh tonight? Do you know, it looks rather damp and wet, that's for sure, James. But hey, this what happens in the West. We're all looking for great rays of sunshine. But you know, they've all been saying, oh, the summer's coming back. No, not next week, that's for sure. But let's see. Isabel Miller, how are you? Isabel Miller, old friend, the first time here, my Virgo. Well, I'm very glad you've joined me. I'm so glad you came up to say hello. That's kind of you. So let's talk about Isabel Miller for some reason. Why am I getting a stomach area for you? I'm getting a really bad reflux problem in my stomach area and my throat. This car crash area has come back. Can anybody take this, please? This is like last week. I got this and nobody in the room could take it. So would you let me know? It's a car crash and I died in the car. I didn't die in the crash. I died because of this car crash. There was complications. But there was somebody else in that car too. So could you please come back and let me know? And it's funny, Isabel, when I'm speaking to you, it came through. And I'm not saying that that belongs to you, but would you let me know if it did? But this stomach thing is really bad. So will you let me know what's going on with that, please? And don't get yourself in a paranoid state. And stop thinking that the money scenario, Isabel, that's heavy or we're waiting to sort out, won't, because it will. Okay? So hold on in there. Things financially, at least, are going to change for you. Okay? But would you let me know about the stomach? I will let John know when you read it out to me, because it's really slow for me now. One goes slow and one goes fast. It's a bit like my life, actually. Oh, Dana's in. Hi, Dana. How are you, darling? Craig Wild waving at you and John. And Hilda Caddy. Poor Hilda Caddy. What can I say? Alison Miller, hi there. Marcus, how are you doing? My dad was football daft. Was he really? As I remember him, you're right there, Marcus. He was too. Anyway, that was a message for somebody else, Marcus. I hope you're feeling a bit better. How's the baby? How's the child that you are so fond of, my darling? Oh, listen, Marcus, you need to do something with your teeth. There's something here coming out, a problem with your teeth. Okay, come back and let me know. I think you'll also find your grandmother's around you. Okay, let me know. Craig Wild is watching. Fiona Boyle. Stephanie, hi there, Frank, hope you're well. I've not had a message from you before. Would love something. Oh, well, let's see what we can do for you, Stephanie. See what we can get. Let's concentrate and see what's around for you, okay? Right, Stephanie, I've got a feeling that there's a relationship area going on here. And because the relationship area is around, it's awfully hidden. It's not all out there and it's all singing, all dancing. This is not quite La La Land. We're not dancing there and floating up into the air. It's hidden in some way, okay? And because of that, you're going to have to wait a while before a sense of truth, a sense of honesty, and a sense of reality comes out of a relationship area. And that's what I see. I don't necessarily think it's for you. I think it could be somebody else around you. And there's a fear that somebody's not been really upfront, not real with the old emotions, and maybe you're protecting a friend at the moment, but there's something quite much going on about a relationship area that really needs to be carefully handled there. Elaine Gillespie, hi there. Where's this thing? Oh, here it's here. Melanie Cohen is watching. Oh, hi Mel, how are you doing? I hope you're well. How did London go? You need to let me know. Dorothy Clark, hi there. Jacqueline Maguire. Gemma, Gemma's come back, haha. My partner is obsessed. Oh, this is the football thing. Oh, right, the football thing. Oh, well, good news, whatever that may be for him. So there should be a smile on his face. And Marcus thought it was maybe for him, but it's not Marcus. It was for Gemma. Okay. Craig Wild, Isabel Miller. Hi there. We've already spoke to you, I think, Isabel. Would you come back, please, and let me know if anything I've said connects? Eleanor. Frank, so down in this house, we greatly appreciate your message. Please let me know. You know, Eleanor, we get really down an awful lot, real easy. It just happens sometimes. But what I have to say to you is don't. I've got a funny feeling that there's a change here for you. Okay? But what I will say to you is please look out for this very small chest infection. I've got a real tightness in my chest and I know it's to do with that. So off to the docs if you wouldn't mind, please. Who else is here? Fabulous. I'll let them know we're planning a DIY project for the house and looking and was looking for a bedroom. Well, there you go. So it's to do with your home, and like I said, and please look out for that around October. So it's not all that far away, but get ready for that one, Gemma. Hi, Dorothy Clark. Anything for me? Alison Miller, hello there. Oh, she sent all these beautiful faces. That's beautiful. Anything from me to me. Well, Alison, that looks fabulous. Thanks for taking all that time for writing that out. Lucy Jackson Dunn, how are you? Now, I've got to tell you, Lucy Jackson, you're now looking quite something else. I liked your look. I think your look's wonderful. But the new haircut and your fringe, well, what can I say? It looks fab too. There you go, girl. I had someone pass in a car crash, but no one else was in the car. Alison Miller, no. No, that's not what, Alison, that's not what came through. And he didn't die in the car. This was complications later on. And I'm sure there was a woman in the car, but the woman was in the back seat, not the front. So will you let me know if I'm along the right lines there, please? I'd be grateful if you could. Someone's come through saying it's 1 o'clock. Well, you know, I've got to admit, well, that will keep John very happy, that's for sure. Yes, it could be 9 o'clock time.
No, a drop is past my lips.
Not a drop. What a drop. What's he saying? Bobby Darragh. Oops, nearly missed you, Frank. Bob, still a Virgo. Hello, Bobby. How are you? Hope things are going well for you. Okay, Bobby, watch your feet. Watch your leg. Your right leg. Suddenly got a pain when we spoke there. Okay. Isabel Miller, how are you? Holy moly, I take meds for damaged stomach lining. Oh, it's you, Isabel, so you can take that stomach thing. Oh, good. Not that that's good. I mean, you have to keep your medication up, you know, but I just felt that was odd for you. Corinne had hi there. She's watching as well. Lucy Jackson has come back saying hi, Frank. Julie Smiley, how are you?
Craig Wild's having nightmares with clients who find communicating a problem.
Yes, you will. Craig, you will. At the moment, Mercury is retrograde. And that really does bring up all kinds of problems. And all we need to do is look at travel arrangements for anybody. That we're still in the kind of first week of of August. And that means that we're still connected to this T-square that's going on. So I wouldn't be surprised that that's going on for you, Craig. But have patience because you're only going to have weeks to go of that, and then Mercury will go direct, and then everything becomes all nice and happy, and people get ready to move on again. But when Mercury is doing this, we are talking plagued. Okay? Be careful if you're signing anything, Craig. It would be important that you check out the small print of anything at the moment. And I mean that from an electric bill onwards. It's really important. Okay? And listen, Craig, if you're having problems with your eyesight or problems with your eyes, and then pains behind my eyes here as I speak to you, will you remember that, please? There's nothing to worry about other than it's probably your brain's tired. But real pressure behind the eyes here, you may have to go, I hate to say this, but you may have to go and see the optician about the glasses, and if I could do it, you could do it too. Okay, doke. So listen, why are you in Scotland, Craig? Why are you here? Because there's a lot of connection to Scotland very soon for you. Will you remember that? Thank you. Yes, there is, Frank. That's from Marcus. No, and see, this is, you look up there and then you look down here and you're 100 miles in front of yourself. Someone's saying thank you, Frank. Let me see. Hey, Frank, I hope you're well. And it's Sammy Joe. Hi there, Sammy. How are you? You came in a couple of weeks ago too, didn't you? It's nice to see you back. Thanks very much for the support. Now, listen, if you agree with anything at all that I've said tonight, please, please, if you'd like my page, if you'd like me, oh, that'd be great. But if you like my page and if you would share, I would be extremely grateful to you, because sometimes the messages are for somebody that's not here or missed the show, and suddenly, and then you get the emails coming in saying, you said that on the such and such, I wasn't in, but my friend told me about it, it belongs to me. And the thing is that it will have moved on, and that's important. So we still got this man here. This was a handsome man before he passed on. Not that he isn't handsome on the other side too, but he was a handsome man. And I don't think that this car thing was his own problem. I think somebody else caused this problem with this car crash. Anyway, if it moves on, it moves on. Because the message is, and we've already had somebody in tonight saying that they could take somebody that died in a car crash, that that's a house move that's important for them. That's the news he's bringing. And it's all about being able to move and get moved, because wherever I am in this house, if ever you needed somebody like me to come along and cleanse it, and I don't mean clean it up, I don't mean that, but cleanse the actual house, because I've got a feeling that whoever has this to move out of this house needs to move. They need to get out. Okay? Sometimes the house can look absolutely perfect, but it's just the energies are wrong in there. And whoever I'm talking about, that's the message from the man. So if you're listening, please bear it in mind. Hi there, yes.
You're talking about psychic cleansing.
Psychic cleansing.
No, because you were talking about like rubber gloves and bleach. You could do a Tuesday and a Thursday for me.
Here's got me a cleaning job. Is that what I'm now reduced to? Right, here comes it. The rubber gloves. Scrub. Do you believe that? There you go. I got offered a cleaning job. You're going to get bail in the mouth. You're going to die. Shut up.
I thought you'd diversified.
No, I'm talking about, hi, Lynn. Lynn's in. Hi, how you doing, honey? No, sometimes some places need some cleansing. You can do it with dried sage. I always do it with salt as well. It's so important. Salt's so important. And also that sometimes the energy needs changed, especially you might think it's dark corners, not dark corners. You put a light on and it's not dark. But sometimes you need to put sort of a little salt into the corners, and the sage really just help clean the energy. And it's not that there's anybody in the house, but it's just whoever we're talking about here is very unhappy in this home and needs to move. And I think it's an accumulation of lots of things. But that's not to say that the next person going into that house is the right place for them. Do you understand? It's not about anything good or bad. But anything to do with this stuff is hard or easy. And I think it's been rather hard for this person. So they need to move. Good evening, Margaret Mackenzie. How are you?
Julie Smiley is saying, do you believe that bad spirits hang about us?
Good, bad, and different. They're always there. Yes, Julie. But bad, what's that about? Is that we're talking ghosts and stuff and theories like that? Maybe that's why I never got into that ghost program. What was that used to be called? Derek O'Cora was on it. I can't remember. Ghost Hunters. They did, they came to Radio Clyde once when I was doing the show. And this is true. I was with Bill Smith at the time, and we had to move studios. There was a new studio built, and it's now called Studio 3. And I really didn't want to go into it. But then we went to do the show, and as I was sitting there, there was another girl there with us all. And I went, look, and as I'm saying that, these scratches arrived right up my arm. Now you can call that, a bad ghost if you want. I didn't. I just think that was a child, and that child would let me know. And then I had to really do my homework. And of course, that's exactly where the Clydebank Blitz were, right on that road. So there's lots of different ways of looking at this, Julie. So benevolent, good, easy. Some spirits didn't want to go. Some spirits are hanging on. Some people hold on to the spirit and not let them go. You know, I can't live without my mother being here. I can't live without my husband, my partner, my brother. And it's like somebody going up a ladder and can't get up the ladder because somebody else is pulling them down. We all can benefit, if you like, from spiritual prayer. And that is once they're over, they're in a much, much more easier place. And a place that's benevolent, loving, gorgeous, beautiful. And I've had lots of talks with people about this. I think one of the saddest things ever, I really don't know if I should say this, but it's here now. So there was a woman who her 2 children were taken. It was a terrible case. It was awful. And she just could not get over this. So we had to start to explain about what the other side was, what it would be like in a garden, beautiful. And it helped in some way to settle this woman's brain, this thinking. Could you imagine the torment? So in a way, your imagination, if you like, sometimes accepts. It allows you to accept a place where you know that there is peace, because it is peaceful. Okay? But when they come through, I give you the messages if that's what it's all about. Craig's come back saying, I'm overdue with my eye test, John. Real strong pain behind your eyes there. You need to check that. Mary Sweeney, hi there. Tricia Nicholson. I'm having back pain. Is there anything to worry about? You with back pain? You're more flexible person than I've ever known, Tricia Nicholson. Get out there and get dancing. End of. Or go down to what do you call them?
Chiropractor.
The chiropractor or whatever. Get it looked at. Is there anything to worry about? You stop. Enough. Right, Sammy Joe, hope you're well. Where am I here? What is Lynn saying? I've liked and shared. Oh, thank you, my darling. Thank you so much. If you would like and share, I would be grateful. Now, as you know, I'm going to be working on tonight. Now, first of all, my apologies on Friday. I did say I was coming in on Friday, but you know, here's an old Scottish word, flitting. Yes, I was going to go and help a friend move, and that move went on and on and on until the next time I went, I'm exhausted. And I was so late anyway. So I'm sorry about Friday, but I'm sure we'll make up for that as much as I can tomorrow. Okay, I'll try. But yeah, flitting. Do you know what flitting is? You've been from the England.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
It's called flitting in England as
It's
well.
called that too, is it? Interesting. Do they clean down there too? Because I'm not doing a Tuesday and Thursday doing there. Okay.
Someone was asking if you do windies.
That was right under the breastbone. That went right in there, man.
That wasn't me, it was someone in the room.
Oh, somebody in the room?
Yeah.
Do windows. Best way to do windows?
Isabel Miller. Isabel Miller. How are
Isabel
you?
Miller. I'll tell you, Isabel, the best way to do windows is with a little vinegar in your water. And the best way to make them shine is with newspaper. So when you dry it all off, shine out with newspaper and they will gleam. Here you go.
I find the astrology column at the newspaper brings up the windows the best. I don't know why it is.
Yes, she needs to. Is it over time you were drunk? Go get wine. Go away.
It's not a bad idea.
Is Granny Irene around? Yes.
Yes.
Sorry. Granny Irene around? Yes, she is. She's there for you. Okay, Marcus? Have a wee thought, you'll feel it. You should be around. Okay? And be honest and be real with us. Talk as though she were there. There's a lot of help coming your way. Also, Marcus, what's wrong with your ears? You need to get that checked if you wouldn't mind. Lynn McSorley would love a message. How are you doing? Are you Margaret's daughter? Would you come back and let me know? It's Lynette McSorley, I beg your pardon. Yeah, put the glasses on and still can't read it. So would you come back and let me know? Thank you. Julie smiling. Any messages? Oh, Eddie Nelson's come in to say good evening to you, John. So there you go. Good evening to me. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Talk about cleaning Tuesdays and Thursdays and Wednesdays, flattens. Drunk. Big deal. Sarah Spears, hi Frank, I had a badge today. My cousin George passed away during the night. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Any family coming through, I think I need some guidance. I think what you need is to think real, good, clear thoughts, my darling. As clear as you possibly can, helping everything over as it will. It's a horrible feeling. I remember that the morning my mother died. It was really quite real weird. But I knew, God, they're there for you. Something they were around. I'm sure my grandmother was there, her sister was there, something, and they helped them over. So don't forget them. Don't forget that. It's just my belief. I don't believe anything ever dies. I think it goes to another place, and that we meet them when we need to. Eternal rest for him, I think. Say a wee prayer, my darling, and we'll say some prayers for you tonight. One of these special lists that I've got, and we'll have some prayers, okay? Sharon Wright, I've just moved house. In February, you're not feeling it. It seems this house, and I'm interested in seeing a house that I'm interested in. Oh, great. Now tell me, do you think that's too much to make the moves too quickly? Where are they going? Why do they do that? They just disappear. You said on.
No, I'll find out.
Yeah, it's to do with they moved into a house in February. And she saw another house, I think. And I felt
Sharon Wright.
Sharon, how you doing?
Just moved house in February, not feeling it. Seen a house this week, I'm interested in.
I'd go for it, honey. If you can afford it, because remember it's lawyers' fees. I personally would make the jump. I'd make the leap. I think that'd be a fabulous time. Okay, I would. And also that if you feel that you need, I've got a friend of mine, we were just talking about it today, never really feels roots. Get somewhere and then thinks, oh, I've been here for too long. You've only been here 9 months. Oh, well, it's time to move. And that person's like that. So it's that to hold on to. Do you know what I mean? But I think you'll find that the moves are right for you. Because I'm quite excited about your news. So well done. Okay? So who else is here? Now listen to I tell you. I'm going to be working on later on tonight. And we're going to do as many I'll answer as many questions as I can. And remember, it's a text service. So if you will text me to Frank, followed by your question, to 85358, I would be grateful.
And it's your team as well. It's your team as well.
What, are they going to do clean on a Tuesday and a Thursday as well?
No, it's a team of people.
Of course it's a team of people. And my psychics are available as well. So I can't be in 10 places at once, but I will try my best tonight. So it's 85358, okay? Angela McCarthy, hope you're well. I've been travelling to Scotland and now tucked up in my brother's house, all cosy. Angela, that's wonderful, isn't it? There's something, there's something about a winter's night when you can just shut the door and feel all cosy, especially many years ago because we all had coal fires. I miss the coal fire. Do you miss the coal fire? Let me know if you do, because something wonderful. I knew an old psychic once, and really quite scary actually, but used to read the flames from the fire. I sometimes do that myself. Yes, John.
Mr. Maggie Alexander saying, she said, if her son and daughter will speak to her, they don't talk to her and she doesn't know what she's done.
Well, the only thing I would do there, Maggie, is to be straight up front with her and him. Just be very, very clear what have I done. That whole gap and silences just leads to real pain. Hit it in the head, honey. Okay, do not stand still. Go after this. Quicker the better. I think, I don't think I'd linger. Is it Maggie Alexander you said? Maggie, what's wrong with your neck? There's a lot of pain in the back of your neck. I don't think you're sleeping right at all. Don't let this go on. Hit it in the head. You are the mother, ask them out. And if they come back with all kinds of nonsense and horrible stuff, well, at least you know. And then you can take it from there, where it is that you would wish to go with that one. Let me know what their star signs is. I'll tell you a bit more then. Do you remember McKillop? Mine and McKillop watching. Hello, how are you? I'm glad you came in. I'm up there in here. God almighty. Hi, Lindsay McGovern. Hi, Frank. How are you, Lindsay? Hope you're well, darling.
Well, Fiona Boyle made bread in the fire today, in a coal fire.
You made bread in the fire. That sounds wonderful. No, that you can get that. You can get an open fire with an oven next to it.
I must be what she means. You can't sling a lump of doughs over the coal fire and turn into bread. No, she must mean something like that. Tell us more, Fiona. I'm off the bread, but I like reading about it.
It thinks it's Mary. Mary Berry, that you telling you now. So anyway, they're all coming up with all the pops because you
Got David Blair's in another movie.
Hello, David. How are you? Thanks very much for coming through. So is this behind as well? Oh, I think it's behind. I think it is. Anyway.
Yeah, totally behind.
Happy Sunday.
It's right at the bottom now.
Oh, is that? You see?
Leo and October.
That's
the
right.
two children, Maggie
Leo
Alexander.
and October. So it's a Leo and a Libra. Okay, but it all depends when in October. No, don't be afraid. Be right up front, Maggie. Hit this in the head.
Maggie's a Capricorn.
Now you've got Pluto and Saturn in there, so you'll be attracting a lot of that kind of, when everyone's all right next minute. It's not, you'll get a lot of that coming in. But be as clear as you possibly can with them. Benedict Gallagher, hello. How are you, my darling? Jenny Craig, hi there. How are you? Billie Jean Curry would love it. Billie Jean would love a message. What a great name. Billie Jean is not mine. I bet you're fed up with that one, Billie. I bet you.
Should be too young to know it.
How do you know? Billie Jean.
Oh, Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were singing some old country and western rubbish.
Here we go.
She's probably too young to remember Michael Jackson.
Joyce Bruce. David's getting married soon. I'm so happy for David. That's good.
That's David, who's first time in the room.
Oh, is it?
David,
Oh.
I'm trying to get his second name. David Blair.
David Blair's getting married. Everybody, please send all those loves, please, for David Blair, because he's getting married soon and he's going to have a wonderful wedding. So come on, let's see them all. There they come. Thank you. There you go, David. Everybody's sending you loves. Isn't that fab? And Millet, the videos keep stopping, Frank. I don't understand.
Not at this end.
So they're going okay here?
Billie Jean hears that all the time, Frank.
I know, Billie Jean, it must be awful.
And you're just perpetuating that.
I am not. This tablet, man, is really messed up.
Leo and Gemini. Oh, I don't know that. It's Vicky Cunningham.
Vicky Cunningham is a Leo and Gemini. I'm 31. Love Michael Jackson. Do you, Billy? That's wonderful. He was some talent, I've got to tell you. Major talent. But isn't it funny, as he got older, I always thought his voice got lighter because when he was younger, he had a real strong voice out there, you know. Never too young to know Michael Jackson. I can't agree with you, Jenny. He was something else. O.T. Booted.
He got a lot paler as well as he got older. It's the truth. Don't look at me like that.
You really are controversial. What is this? You're an alcoholic. You wreck homes. You're a stranger that walked in off the street. Go away. Jenny Craig, any advice for a Virgo? You know, Virgo's doing really well. Still thinking about all this stramash going on. There is a lot of planets, 5 planets going backwards at the moment, and everything's, it's like wee cars going in all different directions. That's how it feels. Excuse me. And I've got a funny feeling. Excuse me. And I've got a funny feeling that of all the star signs, it's Virgo that's holding an awful lot together. But can I ask you what your plans are, Jenny, for Christmas? Because there's something come up there with Christmas trees around you. Okay. And also, who is it that's traveling abroad? We've got America here as well for you. So get ready for that. That's a great leap. That looks wonderful.
Is that Jenny Craig you're talking
Jenny
to?
Craig we're talking to. Any advice for Virgo she's got? And not only is Virgo doing very well, but you've got these other things going on. Please let me know what the Christmas thing is. Because that looks like a great plan for some kind. Lucy Sunderville, you are both so funny. Take care. Night working tomorrow. Take care. Night working tomorrow. How are you, honey? You're doing a wee night shift. Well,
No,
Lucy-
she's getting up early to work tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to bed. Night, night, Lucy. Everybody say night, night, Lucy. Come on.
No, Lucy.
Night, night, Lucy. Don't work too hard. Sheena Lightheart, hubby watching for the first time. Well, hi there, hubby. Sheena, hubby, how are you? Thanks very much for coming in.
Andrew Daly's son has got his driving test next week. He's worried about it.
Who?
Andrew Daly, his son, is having his driving test next week.
And he's worried about why are you worried? Is he passed it? Has he failed before? Is this the second attempt? I wonder if you could go back and tell me. But please, I wouldn't worry about this one. I think there's a lot easier way coming up rather than all this drama. We always get put into that, don't we? Don't you? You know, I've got to tell you, I hate cars. It's one of my all time. I'd cause a crash, you know. I hate cars.
As a passenger, you'd cause a crash. Just saying.
I go in buses. Do you mind? Now, this is the truth. I had 18 lessons, and I passed first time. But that was just a test, you see. Didn't say anything about learning to drive. I didn't like that part. But the test, I passed. And I've got a funny feeling that this laddie that we're talking about is going to do the same.
Andrew Daly, it's his first time. Andrew Daly's son is his first time.
Oh, it's his first time. Well,
Yeah.
I think, stop worrying about it. Okay? Because remember, you'll have two lessons before he takes his test. And I think that he's a clever laddie, so stop worrying about it. Okay? Because that's been going on since January, February, I think. Looking for a message for a Gemini. Well, Geminis are okay at the moment, Vicky. Having to be individual, it's really tough at the moment.
You're talking to Vicky Cunningham.
Am I?
She
Yes.
lost the brother, and he was a Gemini.
Well, so you're looking for looking for a message from a Gemini. I beg your pardon.
He was a Gemini, yeah.
Well, if it comes through, Dorothy Clark, she needs advice because she's a Libra. Why? Because, you know, I've got to say, of all the star signs that will see everything through, and turn out everything to be happy, you know, at the end, you know, the girl gets the guy, slow curtain in the end, it's wonderful. Stop worrying about it, it's coming up.
Julie Bryson just got married on Friday.
Julie?
Yeah, Julie Bryson. She's a Libra. You see anything for Julie?
A happy life, hopefully. Anyway, you know, get your honeymoon. Have a ball. Be in love. Get to know one another. Build it. Don't be afraid of it. Okay? There's nothing nicer than a love story. And I think it's going to go well. You stop worrying about it. So, remember, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. I really worry for you, your alcohol intake. Do you think a doctor would help? Be honest. Look at the time. It's time we got on our way. Listen, thank you very, very much for coming in tonight. Everybody that's come in, it's kind of you. New people, old people, young people.
Well, let me just say this.
Yes.
Adele McDuff has actually paused Love Island to watch you.
Oh,
So, and she's a Pisces. I think you need to have a look.
a Pisces.
Yeah, Adele McDuff.
Well,
She's paused Love Island to watch you. That's commitment.
is it? Is it a big thing?
It's a big, massive
Why are
thing.
you at a station? Why are you traveling by train? Why are you moving? Is that quite a journey coming up for you? And also, it's really important that you know that after a time of nothing really going your way, nothing really happening, it's destined to come right for you in a good way. I'd say the next 9 weeks are very good for you and coming up very profitable. But I see you at a big major station and you travel. Do you know that looks like an Edinburgh station? Edinburgh station. But that's what it looks like, Waverley Station. And what is Love Island anyway? Why did people go on about it? Am I too old now?
Yeah, way too old for that one.
But
It's for the Waynes.
it's for the Waynes. All right.
Well, Adele McDuff saying yes, big commitment.
Yeah.
Oh, big commitment to you. Sorry.
I don't know who he's talking about. This is what happens. He starts over one drink. No idea. Listen, thank you very, very much for coming in. I'll try and catch you tomorrow around about 2 o'clock. Alex Robinson, how are you? Any word coming? Oh, of course there is. There's something coming up for you, Alex, shortly. Okay? Cling well to it. Make it work for you. Because it's not over. Okay? Now listen, this is over. Thank you so, so much for coming in tonight. Love one another, be kind to one another, and help one another if you possibly can. Is that a good mantra? I think it's a great mantra. But listen, I'll see you tomorrow at 2. If not tomorrow at 2, on Wednesday at 9. You take care of yourself until then. Bye-bye.
Joyce Bruce is saying stay tough.